Joining us on the broadcast currently, BL Vora, former IPS officer, also with us, Advocate Aditya Pratap. Gentlemen, thank you so much for making time for us. Mr. Pratap, Mehul Choksi's extradition process is now likely to begin. How long do you expect it to take, and what are the legal hurdles India could face in securing his return from Belgium?
I would like to begin with an opening message to Western countries. Protect these economic offenders at your peril. Today, we have seen the sad stories of Indian extradition. Vijay Mallya was proved by the UK court, yet the Home Secretary and the bureaucrats there held up the process. The Home Secretary and the bureaucrats there held up the process. Thereafter, Nirav Modi till now has not been extradited to India. Now, as you know, extradition proceedings in India are governed by the Extradition Act of 1962. And Section 19 of the Act will come into play here, where which provides a format for which the government has to make the extradition request to Belgium.
Right.
Now, the Belgian courts, you must understand, should not conduct a mini trial on the issue. Ultimately, there's a full charge sheet filed against Mehul Choksi. All the offenses against him are made out. He is the recipient and the diverter of more than 12,000 crores from the Punjab National Bank. And when we see the stringent international cooperation on offenses like money laundering, etc., in my opinion, the Belgium should not hold him as long as the UK have held Nirav Modi and Vijay Mallya.
Right.
Today, I would also like to add that for decades, European and Western countries have become refuge for corrupt money launderers who loot money from developing countries and stash it in the banks in developed countries. But today, their own people are suffering because when these countries suffer in income inequality, when oligarchs and kleptocrats fill up Western countries, these countries too should realize the consequences of that accompany the harboring of an economic offender. And let me also tell you, Mehul Choksi, in conspiracy and connivance with Nirav Modi and corrupt officials of Punjab National Bank, has committed numerous offences, including offence under Section 409 of the IPC,
yes, we're well aware,
which is criminal breach of trust by a banker, which is punishable with 10 years to life. He, along with his co-accused, have looted innocent money of hard-earned money of innocent, gullible depositors.
Yes.
You know, such blatant breach of trust, money laundering is also attracted because all the proceeds of crime have been funneled abroad into secret accounts, into tax havens. Therefore, I'm sure the Belgian authorities will act swiftly because they realize the grave danger posed by such economic offenders to humanity as a whole.
Courts now, Mr. Pratap, as we mentioned, this case involves not just one but multiple international jurisdictions. How complicated is it then to prosecute financial frauds of this scale, especially when the accused are hiding abroad?
Well, first and foremost, clearly accused persons are very cunning. They commit the acts of fraud and corruption and looting in developing countries. And then the best part is they use the weapons of rule of law to perpetuate their crimes. They migrate to Western countries, they migrate to tax havens, where they quote all the flowery legal precedents to cover up their dark crimes. Now, clearly the case of PNB has seen a lot of money laundered and diverted abroad. We have the CBI on it, we have the Enforcement Directorate on it. And first and foremost, let me tell you, those who make finance confusing are the biggest fraudsters. Today, all the agencies have within themselves the competence to track down the entire money trail. In fact, once Mehul Choksi is arrested, and finally when he's brought back to India, it will take some time, he will be subjected to custodial interrogation, because we must note that till now, Indian agencies have not had a chance to do custodial interrogation of Nirav Modi or Mehul Choksi, because these people are masters of where they divert the money. In fact,